left it over there. Is that okay? There you go already.
Welcome to me and my uncle.
NFL Weekly Rundown, Divisional Week. Danny,
Yes?
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Let's talk about the games that happened last weekend. Some of them I think you enjoyed. Yeah, do you want to start at the first one or do you want to talk about the Vikings first?
Let's start at the
First game? The first game of the week was the Chargers went to
Surprising.
Houston. Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
Boy, and Houston had a pretty easy time,
Yeah.
didn't they? Herbert, listen to this. 3 interceptions all season in 17 games. Do you know how many he threw against Houston in the playoffs?
No.
4. More interceptions in one game against the Texans than he had all season.
Wow.
It's going to be hard to win a game like that, don't you think? The next game was Saturday night. Did you watch Steelers at Baltimore?
Yeah, not really surprising.
Not surprising, not close.
Yeah.
Too much Henry, too much Jackson. And Pittsburgh now 5 losses in a row to end the season.
Yeah.
I assume you watched this one on Sunday afternoon, Broncos at Bills.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, quick touchdown, and it was 7-0, and then it's like, wait a minute, what is this? And then the Bills didn't allow another point and won 31-7.
Yeah.
So that was easy. Next game of the week was Packers at Philly.
Yeah.
You watched that one?
I was lucky.
Love threw a couple picks. Hurts did what he needed to. Barkley did enough. And they got it. They got the victory, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Washington at Tampa, Sunday night. How much of that one did you watch?
A little.
Did you miss? So you missed the end of it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was exciting. And Daniels got the win for the Commanders. So
And weren't Bucks projected to win?
by 3. Yeah. So nice upset. You picked that one. And lastly, the one that is probably closest to your heart, the purple, they fell to the Rams. Where did it go wrong?
They just darn the defense for the Rams did unbelievable.
9 sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Darnold did not have his best game.
Nope.
The Vikings defense didn't really have their best game. I mean, that first Rams drive was just like Stafford, boom, 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 touchdown.
Yeah.
Too easy. And Stafford had that weird play where, did you see, I think it was Cashman picked up a fumble or what looked like a fumble for a touchdown, but then they looked at it again and Stafford kind of threw it out underhand, backwards.
That should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge play in that game. I mean, Stafford was kind of trying to throw it, I guess, but to who? You know, that's... I don't know if the game would have ended differently if that was a touchdown, because the Rams beat them pretty bad.
Yeah.
The good thing for Viking fans is that the Packers lost.
Yeah.
Right?
That's probably the only good thing.
Yeah. I mean, the other good thing is because the Vikings are going to be in a situation next year where they have to decide. J.J. McCarthy, well, we've never seen him play, right? He's coming off of an injury. Sam Darnold, well, he played good for 16 games, but last 2, shaky. I think their decision is going to be a little easier because of the way Darnold played. I don't think they're going to consider him to be a starter next year. So I think it's J.J. McCarthy's team next year.
I mean, maybe a starter for another team.
Maybe for another. We'll see. I think when you play that shaky in the playoffs, that's what people are going to remember. That's what other teams are going to look at. And they're going to be like, ugh, do we really want Sam Darnold, or would we maybe take a chance on a rookie or something like that, you know? Okay, last week's games, you picked 4 right, 2 wrong.
Okay.
I picked 5 right, 1 wrong. The ones you were wrong on were Chargers and Vikings. I was wrong on the Bucks. I thought Tampa would win. Against the spread, you kind of had a rough week. You only won 2 games, and I won 4.
Didn't you also pick Chargers?
No, I picked the Texans. I believed. Remember, I thought it was going to kind of be like that Browns game last year. No, I believed. I probably am not going to believe anymore, though, because they got a tough matchup this week. Against the spread now on the season, you're up by 5 wins. Picking winners, I am up by, you're up by 3 wins against the spread now. And I'm up by 3 wins just picking winners. Okay? So, without further to do, who is the first game on Saturday at 3:30?
Texans, Chiefs.
Yeah. The Texans were home underdogs, like we talked about. The Chargers were favored in that game. But they just cruised to a 32-12 win. I think I had heard that was the only time in NFL history that a score was 32-12. First time ever. And I guess they call that scoregami.
Because those are both kind of hard
scores
to get.
32 especially is a weird score. 12, if your offense is really bad and you kick 4 field goals, that's 12. So you see 12 a lot more than you see 32. I'll tell you that. Kansas City, their best players, the last time we saw them was on Christmas Day playing the Steelers. So think about that. That's been a while since Kelsey, Mahomes, Pacheco, Chris Jones, Worthy. All their best players. It's been a while since they played. So they should be healthy, but will they be rusty? We'll see. If you remember, these teams played, I think it was the Saturday before Christmas. Houston lost 19-27. Pretty much it came down to Patrick Mahomes was better than C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
So tell me what you think about this matchup. Whoever's going to win, who's going to be the difference maker?
I still have the Chiefs winning, obviously.
I think so. They're pretty big favorites, aren't they? 8.5?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have 7.
You have a 7.5? You want to put 8.5? Okay. It doesn't make a difference looking at your pick. So,
My score is 34-27.
Okay. And do you know who's going to be the star of the game at the end of it? Who's going to be the one who...
Worthy.
Xavier Worthy. Okay. You think he's going to make a couple big plays with his speed?
Yeah.
He's kind of the new cheetah for them. Remember they used to have Tyreek Hill? He was the speed guy. Then they lost him for a couple years. I think they want Worthy to be that guy. So this is going to be his first playoff game. That'll be interesting to watch.
Oh, yeah, because was he drafted this year?
Yep. So he's a rookie, and since they didn't play last week, this week will be his first game. I agree with you that I think that the Chiefs are just, let's face it, they're the 2-time defending Super Bowl champion. I think the Chiefs are going to have a victory. I will keep it close enough for Houston to cover the spread. I'll say 24-16 Chiefs. You are really going to enjoy the Saturday night, or you're going to like the look of the Saturday night game based on your jersey.
Commanders, Lions.
Yeah, your new Jahmyr Gibbs jersey, Christmas present. That's pretty cool. Do you know what color blue they call that? Honolulu blue.
Weird.
Yeah, so that's what you're wearing there. Do you show the Lions as 10-point favorites?
9.5.
9.5. You could put 10. They're expecting a lot of points too. Mine says 55.5. So.
I have 55.
Yeah, so they're expecting this to be the highest scoring game of the weekend.
What does this mean?
That's weird. That's like if you bet $100 on Washington, that's how much you would win if you picked the Commanders and they won.
Wow.
So you would win $400 if you bet $100 on the Commanders to win. That's how big of an underdog they are, though. Think about it. And if you bet on the Lions, you would probably have to bet like $400 just to win 100.
Yeah.
So it works both ways. They don't show the Lions number on that sheet though. So getting back to this game, Jaden Daniels Saturday night, cool, calm, and collected. He showed no rookie jitters. He was just poised and in the moment. And they got an upset win against Tampa Bay. I don't know if you saw, but Zane Gonzalez came out for the winning field goal. It went off the upright and through and good.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So Washington got the win. And it was their first playoff win since like 2005. So almost 20 years. The Lions had the week off. And hey, it looks like they're getting a little healthier. They're getting a rookie cornerback, Terrion Arnold, I think, is practicing. And Gibbs' running mate, David Montgomery, is practicing. Washington, all-time record against the Lions in the playoffs. They've met 3 times. Washington has won all 3. But the last time they played was in 1999, 25 years ago. So it's not like these teams have a recent history.
Their quarterback.
Oh boy, in 1999, I would guess that the Lions quarterback was probably a left-hander, Scott Mitchell.
How about
Washington's quarterback? Oh man.
I love testing you.
You do like testing me, and this is a tough one. 1999, I might say Patrick Ramsey. How about we'll look it up? No, he was not good. How about we'll look that up at the end of the... I'm going to write something down here. 1999 Washington, okay? We'll see if I'm right at the end of the show when I look it up.
Who's their best players?
Oh, man. Okay, Stephen... Well, no. That predates Stephen Davis, I think. He was a running back. Let me think about that. Okay? We'll talk about it at the end of the show. I don't want to talk all about the 1999 Lions-Washington game, right?
Yeah.
We'll focus on this game on Saturday night because even with the 10-point spread, I think this is a pretty exciting game just because of the way Jaden Daniels is playing.
Mm-hmm.
Both these teams are exciting. Who is going to be the most exciting player on the field on Saturday night? Not that guy?
Maybe.
Maybe Gibbs?
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe Daniels. I don't know which way you're going because I think you at least like the quarterback for Washington, but the Lions are your 3rd favorite team and your Super Bowl pick.
This is too far of a spread, I think.
Yeah. Make it a little closer. How close? Oh, wow. Okay.
Only for difference.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. What are you saying for a score?
Lions 30, Commanders 26.
Okay. I'm gonna actually have the Lions covering the point spread. I think coming into Detroit, into Ford Field, with the roof over, it's gonna be so loud for Jaden Daniels. And I don't know if you noticed at the Buccaneers game in Tampa, there were a lot of Washington fans. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
This week against Detroit, I can't believe there will be that many Commanders fans.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Lions get it done 38-24. Now, there is a game at 2 o'clock on Sunday. The Sunday games start at kind of weird times.
Rams, Eagles.
Okay, I'm sorry to say, but the Rams beat down the Vikings. It was 24-3 at halftime, and the final score was 27-9. It just really didn't seem close.
Yeah.
The Rams were up 10-0, I think, in the first 10 minutes. It didn't really get much closer. It didn't get closer than that. Philly, like we said earlier, Hurts was okay, but they didn't ask him to do much. Barkley was okay, but he didn't really have to do that much because Jordan Love threw 3 interceptions. And The opening kickoff for the Packers, fumble, and the Eagles got it right away and scored a touchdown right away. So if you make, like the Eagles forced 4 turnovers. The Eagles aren't going to lose games if they have 0 turnovers themselves on offense and the team they're playing. That was in Philly. But if you have...
The crowd was probably super happy.
Heavy Eagles crowd, yeah. The Eagles fans are known for, like, being difficult on the road fans. If you walk in there as a Packer fan into Philly, they're going to say some mean stuff to you. Yeah.
And the Bills fans are known for the crazy fans?
They're pretty crazy, yeah. I think they're a little more just generous. I think they're there to have a good time. I think the Eagles fans are there to watch their team win or to like beat up the fans of the other team. So maybe not that harsh, but at least, yell at them and scream at them for 3 hours during the game. So, did you say we're on which game? I forget. Philly Rams. Week 12, these teams played. Eagles 37, Rams 20. Saquon Barkley had 302 yards rushing and receiving.
Wow.
That was week 12. We know the Rams played good defense last Monday night against the Vikings.
They played really good. And they're the second youngest defensive team, right?
Yeah, that guy Jared Verse, rookie.
Yeah.
He'll be the defensive rookie of the year. I think they had a guy named Witherspoon, a cornerback, who made a huge sack that then Verse picked up and ran back for a touchdown. They had a guy named Kobe Turner.
Packers are first youngest, right?
They might be the youngest team. I don't know if they're the youngest defense for sure, but that could be right. So the Rams, it seems like they have a bright future defensively with all those young players. Will they be able to contain Saquon Barkley better than they did week 12? Because Saquon Barkley just dominated.
Not so much.
Not so much, not enough to win.
A close game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still picking Eagles, though.
I am too.
23-20.
I'm really close to your score. I'm going Rams 20, but I'm giving the Eagles 1 more point. I'll say 24-20 Eagles. Now, there are some good games this week. The game on Sunday night at 5:30 is the game of the week, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Potentially the game of the year.
I would say the game of the year, honestly.
It could be because...
Or the Bills, Chiefs game was pretty big.
Yeah, and the Ravens-Chiefs game to start the season was pretty big too. So there's potentially...
Both of these teams have already had a big game.
Mm-hmm. They're used to big games. These teams are used to being in the playoffs, used to playing in big games. What is the matchup? Let's say it first.
Ravens-Bills.
What a game. Baltimore ran for 299 yards against the Steelers. That Steelers defense was supposed to be good. T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, Joey Porter Jr. They have guys who are good on defense. 299 yards rushing. Teams don't win games when you give up that many running yards.
Yeah.
And Baltimore cruised to a 28-14 win. Like I said, Bo Nix, nice touchdown pass to start that game last week against Buffalo. But then Buffalo just turned it on. It was too much James Cook. It was too much Josh Allen. And they rolled to a 31-7 win. I don't know if you remember, but when these teams played way back in week 4, Buffalo only scored 10 points and the Ravens scored 35. And Derrick Henry ran for 199 yards.
Wow.
So that game was in Baltimore, and I remember Baltimore they started off really slow to start the year, so I think they might have even been 1-2 at that time. Like, Baltimore needed that win. Well, now both of these teams need this win, right? Both of them want their shot at the Super Bowl. And you get one step closer after this game if you are the winner. So, game of the week, you've got to have some thoughts about this one other than just the score.
Honestly, I think Derrick Henry's going to have an unbelievable game.
Okay.
Even against the Bills' really good defense.
Okay.
Here's a question for you.
Bring it on.
How much Bills fans do you think are going to be there?
I bet there are about 60,000 seats at I don't know what they call it, Ralph Wilson Stadium or something like that. I'm not sure the name of the stadium. It probably doesn't say how many.
Is it Paramount?
No, Paramount's one of the channels that the game will be on.
Oh.
So 60, I would guess 60,000, and I mean, how many Ravens fans are gonna be in there? Not a lot. We're talking a sliver.
Yeah.
It's gonna be almost all screaming Bills fans. And starting at 5:30, how much time are they gonna have to spend before the game starts, having fun, lighting tables on fire, jumping on them?
I think they're gonna get there at least 6
a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it like a good 11, 12 hours of just getting fired up for the game.
Yeah.
Those fans are going to be just ready.
Mm-hmm.
But are they going to be ready for disappointment, or are they going to be ready to be jubilant and to win? I don't know, because this is a close game. Do you show Baltimore favored by only 1 point?
Yeah.
Me too. So this is the closest game of the week. It's the game of the week, maybe the game of the year. Who's your winner? And I remember you switched from the Ravens to the Bills as your Super Bowl team maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Uh-oh.
Stage is falling.
I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Well, maybe I won't fix it. Oh, crap. This end. Well, let's get...
The stadium fell.
I know. We used tape. We reused tape, so this was a risk we were willing to take. But it'll be all right.
Yeah.
This.
It's just really crumbled up.
Yeah, we'll see about one end. Yeah. We'll have to increase our budget for next year and buy new tape. How does that sound?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So this big, humongous game, who's gonna get it done? You said Derrick Henry's gonna have a big game, but do you have him as the winner?
Yep.
Okay.
Ravens 30, Bills 28.
Well, it's probably smart to think that Derrick Henry's going to have a big game because he had a big game when they played Week 4. So the Bills are going to have to figure out a way to stop him. I don't know. This game's hard. I just think the fans in Buffalo are going to be the difference. I think the home field advantage is going to make the Bills win 31-30 in what I expect to be a fantastic game. Now, because we only had 4 games, would you like to run our fantasy draft real quick? Derrick Henry, right off the bat. Derrick Henry.
Right away.
Right away. We've been playing fantasy since we missed our playoffs. Danny has won 2 of the games. I won last week. And we've been betting cards. I won a
college Bucky
Irving Oregon Ducks card. So we'll see what we have on the line for this week. I'm going to take, I'm sorry, I see you're wearing his jersey, but it's not going to prevent me from drafting Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
Do you want to see a list of the games? Or these are the list of the games. So those are the teams that are playing.
I'll take Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, even after a quiet game against the Vikings, he thinks he's going to break out against the Eagles.
Hopefully.
Well, you may regret passing on this guy. Saquon Barkley.
I'll take... How about Travis Kelce?
Oh, okay. Kind of a surprise pick. But he steps up in the playoffs, right? I think I need a wide receiver. Can I look at this list? He did pretty well for me last week, and I think they're going to be losing, so I think they're going to pass a lot. Nico Collins.
Okay. I'll take my quarterback,
Tough call.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. All right. A lot of good ones to choose from this week, I think. I'm going to wait on quarterback because now that you picked yours, I can focus on a different position. Maybe take my second receiver.
Oh, I know who I'm taking next.
I'm going to go with... Oh, boy. I already have a lion. I already have an eagle. Oof. I'll take Scary Terry McLaurin.
Oh yeah, Kyron Williams. Actually, no, because you already have both your RBs.
You can wait on running back, yeah. So, but you could also wait on receivers. So, I mean, I don't know if you want to pick the best defense already.
I'll take
Good, though.
Eagles D.
Eagles D against the Rams?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. It doesn't really matter. I'll pick a kicker because you don't have one yet. I want a dome kicker. I want the Lions kicker. What's his name? Jake Bates? Or something Bates?
Jake
Is
Bates.
it Jake?
Or Jack Bates?
Something like that. But his name is Bates. We know that. So you can go any way you want at this point. Cause
Harrison Butker.
Okay.
Or is he healthy?
He is.
Okay,
He is.
then, yeah.
Yep. Butker. Okay. I need a quarterback, a tight end, and a D. I am going to take the guy who led my squad last week, Josh Allen.
I'll take Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams from the Rams.
Yep.
And I will take, let's see, let's look at my tight end here. Oh, gotta be.
Sam Laporta.
I was going to say Sam Laporta. You read my mind.
Andrews would be decent.
Yeah, he only scored 2 last week, so I think I'm going to go with Laporta. Yep.
I would have taken him if you already took Kelsey.
You read my mind with the Laporta pick. Okay. You need a receiver. I need a defense.
I'll take AJ Brown.
I almost was going to. I predicted that you would pick that. The defense that I will take. Oh.
I'll take Chiefs. Well.
Yeah,
I'll take Chiefs.
I think I would too. I considered the Lions, but Jaden Daniels, I just think he's gonna at least put up some points. So, okay, there they are. Good show, good program.
Copy this.
I think, okay, yeah, it's gonna be pretty quick show I think this week, but it was a fun one. I will look up the 1999 Washington football quarterback and see if it truly was Patrick Ramsey who played in that game. And if it was, you can marvel at my football knowledge. And if it was wrong, well, then you can say, ha, Uncle Mark, you don't know everything. You couldn't name the 1999 starting quarterback for the Washington football squad. So it doesn't look like, I bet your mom doesn't know that we're done yet because we only went, few less minutes. But is there anything else you want to talk about the games this week or
No,
anything?
not really.
No? Okay. How about we just wave to the screen? Let's do it. Did we do this? Did we do our thing? Yeah, writing your picks. Writing them pretty big. Okay, give me one of these. Good show. Lori, if you're there, me and my uncle, cue music. If she's not there.
Still do my G's backwards.
Oh, well, I bet you know who it is, though. Okay. Well, do you want to turn off the video, or do you just want to? Do you want me to do it? I can go get it. See you next week, folks. If I can squeeze out of this.